Hello, hello. I have returned and I also got to finish doing some of my homework assignment. So I'm here. Sorry, I have like stray hair. Stray I have strands of hair here. Wait, there you go. That one person right there. Bam bam, I caught you, motherfucker. But yeah, you see that one right there? One is the loneliest number. Huh. Okay, normally it goes to zero. I'm just waiting for it to go to zero. Okay, son of a bitch. Like, come on now. It really does. Like, hold on. Every single time when I do a video, it goes from one and then goes to zero. So you can play that game. Aha, aha. You son of a bitch. Now it goes to zero. You know what? You son of a bitch. Um, yeah. It actually reminds me of earlier today. I was beeping the horn at a car to proceed, and then this truck was going. The truck was going. All right, so I'm trying to like enter into like a little marketplace, and this car was obviously trying to come out of the marketplace and me trying to go in, but he's like really all the way out there, like basically already in the street already. So I'm just like, you might as well just come out. So I'm over here beeping my horn. Oh, but there's like a truck that's next to him going in the opposite direction. So so this right here is the marketplace. I'm going this way, trying to go in. So, I'm putting on my blinker. There's this car that's like literally out here where it's already, the opposite way, like cars are able to like probably come this way. So he's like basically blocking any car that's coming this way. And then there's a huge truck like coming out of the marketplace too that's going like this way. So while the truck is going this way and the car has practically got its tail out. I mean, it's its hood out and stuff like that. I'm just like, just come the fuck out. And so I'm honking my horn. And then, oh, thank you for coming back in here, baby. Come here. So, yes, I'm just like, you might as well just come out. And so I'm honking my horn for him to come out. And he's just like standing there stupid. And I'm just like, dude, like, bam, bam. And then I guess the trucker thought I was honking at him. So he was like, bam, bam. And I was just like, bam, bam, bam. And he was like, bam, bam, bam. We had like a little horn fight. But it was funny because after a while I was getting playful and I was just laughing all the way because I was just like, okay, clearly he's not at you. Okay, I see that you had a bad day or whatever like that. Like, why don't you just chill, okay? All right, why don't you make a U-turn, okay? Go back into the Wawa and get yourself like, I don't know, a V8 or something like that, a Snickers. Because you're cranky sir, cranky pants. Like somebody. Lila. Yeah, she's mad right now. You can tell the tail. That's what we call the squirrel tail. Angry tail. Lily, you mad? You mad? Say you mad. Say you mad. Um, I clearly told her like, yo, like bring the toy over here, like, and we'll play. But she's just like, I brought it for enough. Why don't you get up off your ass and come to me with the toy? I'm just like, no, we're not gonna do that again because it seems like she's also trying to train me too, and I'm just like, no, 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 no. No. One of us can open up a bag of food and put it into a damn bowl. So clearly, I'm all about compromise. So I'm just like, clearly, like one of us should be doing like more of the effort. Like what? Like good shit. Um, so I'm trying to find some Lizotion. Wow, really, really, really. God, I really hate the fact that I'm just like, ugh, I need to buy more lotion packet thingies because clearly I am so deprived. And I really messing up my nails and things of that nature. Like when it comes to like manicures and stuff, they go by like that, like quickly they get ruined because I wash my hands aggressive and to the point that they're super dry. So, oh my goodness. Hold on for one moment. I'm about to go grab some lotion. Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh, you wake up your mouse? Hold on. Wake up. Wake up. Hold on. Go back to bed. Go to bed. Oh, stop. Okay, I clearly got up for something. Yeah. Hold my hands. Running. Wrapping illusion for my hands. Okay, and we're back. Okay. The title of this video is called Hollywood. Okay, now people are upset with me, but you have to point to part where I'm supposed to give a fuck, considering that you guys try to poison me and harm me and all that other kind of shit. So again, you're gonna have to point to part where I'm supposed to give a fuck. There's no way. There's nowhere in any contract or that I obviously didn't sign, and there's nothing nowhere that I feel like I owe you a goddamn thing or a place where you can try to negotiate for shit that you caused and you fucked up at. Oh, kids. I bet you weren't thinking for me to survive today. But here we are. No, so I really don't have any hesitation talking about the enough blacks and a certain blacks while you guys try to victimize yourselves. Oh no, we definitely will have a conversation. But in tonight's video, it is July 28th at 12:16 a.m. In tonight's video, I want to talk about Hollywood. It really dawned on me actually recently. I mean, I know that, part of the government and stuff like that, media, definitely news. But not only that, but film, books, and stuff like that, have been mentioning me and my abuse. Or like basically I've been exploited by Hollywood. I've been exploited all around, across all forms of the platform of entertainment and just life in general. I've been exploited and harmed and, human trafficking. So definitely modern slavery. I'm realizing exactly like more so of like how far this has, how long this has been going on. And What's to say? Hollywood is more. I was not expecting that, but it just seems like Hollywood is more empathic. I know Hollywood is dark. I know Hollywood is dark. I know Hollywood is dark. I know Hollywood has its demons, as do we all, really. Because, but I was not expecting Hollywood to be so empathic when it comes to things of like empathy and kindness. But it just seems so. I mean, I know that they're exploiting me, but it literally seems more genuine than what the government does. Like, I shit you not. When I see the president literally sit on a fucking podium, or the governor and whatnot like that sit on a podium, or just tweet something of that nature, I know that they're lying their fucking asses off, and they're extremely disingenuous when it comes to justice, equality, and things of that nature. Like, they are lying through their dentures slash veneers, and actually probably just general old seniorly teeth. Um, other hand, yeah, politicians and everybody, really. On the other hand, to my surprise, Hollywood is again like more sympathetic, even though they again Hollywood has its dark spots, especially music, especially the music industry. And it's crazy because I love music. Although late the modern music, I can't get with, because that is affiliated with my ops. So that part of the industry is supremely tainted, supremely toxic. Oh my gosh, it's just, I mean, it's like seriously bad apples. You don't you I mean, like, it's just like trying to find a good apple, and then it's just literally nothing but rotten apples. It's just super hard. You'd be like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna eat more vegetables. Like, seriously, like, damn. Well, I guess then I'll just have to go to the frozen section or something like that for some vegetables. I mean, for some fruit, because there's nothing good here. Um, but the movie industry and the films, sitcoms and stuff like that is more generous and more kind and empathic, and I was not expecting this. Okay, the way how I'm speaking to you guys is more of a humbling kind of situation, because I really wasn't like really I it just came over on my mind, on my dome. Wait, hold on, sorry, it's right here. uh, as you know, I do like full accountability. So I'm like, and it may just seem like, I'm talking very calm voice, but it's just like I'm more of a calm, lazy, and not lazy, excuse me, definitely not lazy. It's more of a calm reluctance, because I'm very distrusting. I've explained myself before, compared myself to the gray feral kitten. In fact, I have the videos, but I think everybody knows about what I'm talking about, the gray feral kitten, or the cute little white stray that's just, been very distrusting. I'm just, I've I haven't prided myself, but like I've accepted my identity as such. So to I had chills earlier. So to kind of consider this, I'm being very just, just calling it out for what it is, and just kind of digesting this information as before you. I was thinking about all this stuff that I wanted to say. I mean, not all this stuff, but I wanted to think of some things that I wanted to say, but I wanted to save it for, I didn't want to put my brain um, offline. I wanted to just put this out here, like, on video, because I know people are watching me and just notating everything, but I just want to put this out here. Again, Hollywood is dark, but Hollywood doesn't just involve movies. It involves the music industry. It involves the industries that connect with that. So, like, the judicial, because you need entertainment lawyers, and then you also have It's always an intercross of other things. They cross over into other types of holy hell, how did I get the fluffs? I hate when I have fluffs. It crosses into various types of other industries where they, definitely like cross over into each other. Holy hell. Holy hell. Leela, seriously. And she left. Um, so yeah. I remember just being like a little girl, growing up and watching movies. Like my grandmother, if she was around, I would watch soap operas with her. If she was working, because she used to do like I tell you, she used to have like she was in her elderly years, but she had like two jobs and they were part time though. So she was crossing guard and then she did like fashion stuff on the side. I mean, I lived because like Bold and the Beautiful and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, got flair. So that was that. And when she was working, I would just be home doing my homework. And yeah, I would just be home doing my homework. And what would I be doing? Sorry, it was just weird. It was just weird. um, I'm just like literally, I'm having all these live memories and stuff like that right before you. So everything I'm saying is literally off the dome. So, but yeah, like she used to go to work as a crossing guard like down the street from me, down the street from the house at the very end of the corner of that the house is where she had worked at. So she would watch me go into the house and she'd be able to watch anybody else who would try to like approach the house and things of that nature. So it was really, that was like really a convenience to everything. Like that was so dope. Like you could watch and you could also be able to be like, make sure that you could just like leave the kid at the house to just do her homework and stuff. And like, that she wouldn't be trying to like fuck up and do anything like nefarious. So that was basically how it was. But I would just be watching TV. I'd be watching like my little HBO. Sneaking a little bit, sneaking a little bit. But mostly I'll be watching like cartoonies. So Disney World, Disney, ABC. Remember Family Matters, things of that nature. Living Single. Just think, yeah, undercover, yeah, New York undercover, things of that. As I got older, and then as I got older, of course, it was like HBO, more HBO stuff. Man, I used to love the Disney Channel, like Hocus Pocus and stuff like that. I lived. Oh, and Nickelodeon, Nick at Night and stuff like that. I lived. Man, what a time. Um, but that's crazy that, oh, what a time, and it's just TV. But that's that was kind of like what raised me. That I mean, besides obviously like myself and my grandmother's presence, but it was just like I had that. I was really going to that like Hollywood. Just if I can just kind of state about the times when certain type of artistic content was created back then to be more inclusive, to shake the tables when there was just only white faces, or you needed to have white faces to accompany um, black faces. It's just kind of in a lot of content um, nowadays, and we're kind of sliding back into that. But it's just I'm just realizing on how much that that part of life involved Hollywood, involves their involvement and their empathy to include me. I really, I was thinking to myself about that latest Barbie movie. Like, I like that movie. And I tried to look up some reviews on YouTube. And unfortunately, they gave like a bunch of negative reviews. And I'm just like, you guys sound a lot like pygmies. Not to be biased. It's just like, it just seemed like you were talking from a position of opportunity, from obviously privilege and like elitism. Like you don't want to acknowledge that there's a problem in the world, And that's really sad because it's just like, okay, you're saying that, okay, you want to break from the real world. But here's the thing though, not every single time are you going to get like no one knows that better than me. Really, no one knows that better than my fucking self. But if I can be able to put aside my feelings and see content for what it is and not be a fucking hater, because there are parts of the movie that I do dislike, but overall, it was a really good movie. So and I said that initially after seeing it, I was like, it was a good movie, but there was parts in it that I don't like, and especially at the parts where it was just like kind of it encouraged self-deprecation. That was not the way. In fact, I see a growing amount Hollywood about my abusers again being placed in a light where it's all fantasy. Like good and well, these people aren't good. It's just like trying to give a redeeming quality to very lazy responses, like to give a redeeming quality to Hitler or something to that effect. You are is what you're doing. But for the longest, you've I never realized it really. I never took the time. I mean, I saw it, but I never really fully got to sit down, digest it. I just knew that I obviously am being exploited by you. But at the same time, you are showing me more empathy than anybody, even society. And it's just like, but it's more genuine than my own fucking president, than the fucking governor. Like they're just really just like talking a whole bunch of fucking garbage and lying to us. But you guys have shown me more empathy than them. You even show me more empathy than my own fucking family because they have literally come at me unfucking provoked. So I mean that is extremely saddening. But I just wanted to call it out for what it is. I wanted to call it out for what it is. Like I can't blame you. I can't blame you for that. I am seeing a different turn because like obviously you're going where the money goes. You're going where the attention goes, which also tells me though that you're being influenced by society. So at the very end of the day, you always try to have like a redeeming moment of um of showing like empathy and giving the options between society and society's choice to do good and bad, like you to discern. And disappointingly, they've always chosen bad. Now it's crazy because there's moments where I myself have to be fully accountable, where I enjoy like certain TikToks, and I'm just like, oh wow, this is like really funny. And there are tons of moments where you will see something on in Hollywood or in TikTok, on media in general, and you'll laugh at it, but you know that in real life, like, yo, that's really fucked up. It will even have you at moments where you're like kind of rooting for the bad guy, or you're just like, oh my god, like that's crazy, like yo, but like, oh my god, I'm so scared, like what the fuck, like oh that's crazy. And they ride off into the sunset, but it's like at a certain point though, when you understand about like who the hero is or who the it not even has to be the hero. It can be the hero, the kind of like the anti-hero, or it can be like, the person who is, like in the focal point. Once you see really more of what the person's characteristic is, then you have more empathy for that. It's like the movie Training Day. You see both sides. You see Denzel Washington's side and you see Ethan Hawke's side, and you know that okay, from this, like this is really fucked up. Like yo, I really love Denzel, but like dude, like you really need to get caught. And sure enough, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but I mean, you guys should already know if you watch it because it is a very, very popular film. Like it should be literally in like one of those vaults because that is like some really excellent acting. And I'm sorry, there's like fluffies in my hair, and my fluffies in my hair, fluffies in my eye, and I have large eyes, so it's easy for things to get in them. God damn it! Sorry, sorry. Oh God. See, look at that. Son of a. Oh wow. What the hell? It's like, sorry. So it's really annoying. It really is. I just like, God damn it. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Pardon me. So yeah, I just damn you. Damn you to hell. Oh, come on, seriously? Okay, pardon me for a moment. I apologize on behalf of a very stubborn ass fluffy. Ooh, ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby. Savage. Okay. Ooh, stand in heaven. Whew, my goodness, who was expecting that plot twist, right? With old dude being creepy with his kids. Oh, was not expecting that one. It's crazy because I actually wasn't really a fan of that TV show, but it had a very catchy song now. Where would you like to be? Uh-uh. Oh shit. Oh, it's you, my pretty, you little dog, you. So I'm just thinking of all the movies that I watched back in the day, the ones that, were Hollywood showed more of a conscience. Like shit. I mean, we can talk about some good ones. We can talk about like Little Princess. We can talk about Indian in the Cupboard. We'll talk about. I haven't seen the new Avatar movie, but I heard it was good. However, I'm pretty sure it included again the redeeming parts of like I know the first one was really nice, but unfortunately, again, they have like these nowadays they're literally Hollywood is literally either like killing off my character or trying to make me in a more fragile state or something like that where I'm I'm either killed off killed off or vilified or some of them I'm kind of seeing in a saving grace moment, but yeah, uh uh I'm just I gotta say, guys, it's just everybody deserves to retire. Everybody deserves a break. Everybody deserves a moment where they get to just rest. You feel me? Like I am not a robot, and you guys have put me through so much, so fucking much, and for your own selfish gain, and it just does nothing but just confirm that while Hollywood has been remaining, kind of neutral for a long while, this has been a growing. Actually, no, not neutral for a whole while. Let me actually retract that because they have been allowing again, my abusers to have those redeeming qualities, killing off, making a character and killing me off several different ways, several different times, vilifying me, and things of that nature, and also trying to, save the necks of my abusers when goddamn well that they're evil. The only thing that they have been of value and of benefit was giving you guys the green lights for the oppressive activities that you would have done back in the day. Excuse me, not just back in the day, but your ancestors have done back in the day because they are easy to be sellouts. You feel me? Like they're so easy to be sellouts and still willing to accept breadcrumbs. It's insane. Enough Black people have given you guys the green light in order for you to um, kind of erase or forgive yourself and forgive your ancestors for the bullshit that you guys have put our ancestors and ourselves through. Um, that's a whole nother topic. To me, that's a whole nother video. But yeah, I'm seeing it for what it is. Definitely seeing it for what it is. And this is literally again just off the top of my dome. Where pardon me. You guys show different sides of but reveal the toxicities of what these people do. But and then in other parts, you try to show them in a redeeming way. And and when you try to vilify me, you have like similar characteristics that define me or my interests, and then you pair it with my abusers and what they do. So I'm just like, that's insane and that's crazy. Aha! Sorry, I'm trying to get you. Ah! Look at you! Look at you! Aha! Let me go back to zero. You know what? Don't you keep playing with me. It's just like it's becoming a game. It is. It's becoming a game. Um, kind of excited now. It's like waiting for him to come back, or who, him, her, or whatever. It's like a little critter, kind of like peeking from a hole or something like that, like a bunny or something like that. And you have a trap. Anyway, that's pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much it. Just on where society is going overall. Overall, it's just like people are definitely pointing the blame at each other. Everybody's like pointing it reminds me of that whole Spider-Man meme. Everybody's pointing at each other, but it's like, are we really looking at the fucking source? Are we really looking at the fucking source? Like, what is trying to delve into it? Like, what is the excuse that Black people have used? Normally, it's to point the finger at the white man, but it's just like, have you take, excuse me, enough Black people, because not all Black people, but enough Black people have pointed the finger back at the white people, and it's just like, but you decided to accept the terms. They laid out terms. I guess you've negotiated, but you have also decided to, you've accepted and you've laid out the terms, whatever the terms were, you agreed to, and you had no problem with being like sellouts. And yet, now that you are being caught out, all of a sudden, like oh, nobody wants to hear you. All of a sudden, you're trying to say to me like, oh, nobody wants to hear you, no one cares, and this, that, and the third. I'm just like, no, people care, but not enough people. People who don't care are the abusers, are you guys. You don't like hearing about yourself. And it's just like, you know there's going to be an overwhelming there's going to be a day when there's going to be an overwhelming influence that really will overtake you. Like, you think that you have everything in the bag, but all the while things have been done in the background, not just for me but for you as well. So you've already exemplified exactly what your limitations are, and which makes you tick. While you're watching me, you have already been watched and studied and this, that, here, and the third. People already. I mean, there's already apps that kind of like, I am literally merely a test subject, okay, for you guys. In fact, I feel like there's going to be so much worse for you guys, so much worse, especially since people are going to feel justified in the way how you guys have been behaving. So just putting that out there, because again, at the very end of the day, it wasn't just the Hollywood and stuff like that. Like, they were always there. Like, it's so crazy on how long our connection has been. Excuse me. It's so crazy on how long my connection has like kind of passingly been with people in the industry. So creepy. Where again, they have more empathy. It's weird. Very weird. Very, very creepy. But again, that's just people. Now it's definitely has taken a toll for the worse, because like, you're accepting lies in situations from my abuser. Like, there were moments when you actually showed who the abuser was, and you let that person in, but you've kept me out. You've always kept me out, but you knew that the other people surrounding me were cognizant of like what the fuck was going on. We're very aware of what was going on, and we're playing a fucking part. Meanwhile, you were over here having some kind of theory about what was going to happen, and that everything was going to be like fine. And obviously, here we are. Here we fucking are. Where everything is not fine. And no, I am not a forgiving person when it comes to this type of disrespect. When it comes to my abusers. But when it comes to literally everybody in the whole fucking world, it's just like, you can't blame me and you can't try to criticize me. You will, some of you will, and you will look fucking stupid doing it because you know goddamn well that if you're not being honest with me, then I have no fucking choice but to handle things accordingly when it comes to my own safety and protection. There's people who always smile in my fucking face but start plotting on me and trying to end me. So again, you guys look really fucking stupid when you do that. You really do. And there's enough black people that exhibit that kind of incompetence. That's stupidity. That's stupidity, which makes them a great candidate to to be duped and to follow along and to fall in line when it comes to certain type of rules and regulations. I'm calling it like I see it. I'm calling it like I see it, and I'm calling it off the dome. Just saying. Just saying. Because I'm really not saying this to upset you. I'm saying what it is that's going out there, and I'm looking at the bigger picture. Why, if anything, you should kind of like table this moment, notate it, and see how you can try to work it to your advantage or fix your own self. But you're definitely coming off as a huge fucking minus by your actions. Consistently, enough black people are coming off as a fucking minus. You are definitely utilized, but at the very end of the day, there are people who you affiliate with who are just like they can't trust you because they see exactly how you are treating your own people. And to the point where it was for privileges, but these are same privileges that we had back in the day. But you want something that's more like this. You want, okay, like let's take like next level, as if that's never been possible. Like there's always been opportunities, but you guys just want to get quick, fast, in a hurry. There are men out there right now, men of all races, but men mostly that are white, that we're seeing the benefit of you guys selling out, and in return, they had women who were willing to, young women that were willing to sleep with them more readily. Cheaper for what they would get with their mistresses and things of that nature, but they were more able and more willing to sleep with them, to do things for them, this, that, here, and the third. Like they were able to buy people, and people were very willing, ready, and able, like a fucking Little Caesar's hot pizza, like fucking for real. Like it started out initially with things like OnlyFans, where you guys were able to put everything out there, everything pink, everything not pink. You feel me? That's and just expose everything for a certain amount of money. And I'm telling you, the men, they fucking loved it. And because women were very competitive, they were over here literally trying to put down one another just so they can, end up at the very end of the day shitting on, like metaphorically, shitting on other women and trying to impress other women. And that's just like, oh my fucking God. That's crazy. That's crazy. They wanted to impress, like, okay, hold on. Women were women were okay, men were getting their rocks off because women were able to debase themselves and sell themselves out, um and give easy sex, things that men were begging for. Women were offering up very easily to men, right? You follow me? And in the meantime, women A and the women B, basically women were fighting with each other in order to, like, put one another down, so that way the other one can be like, hey, look, um, I'm the one that you need to spend more money on. Or even if they were in a more of a collaborative way, as long as you didn't, cross each other's lanes or were in a moment where they were, if you can play fair, you were still kind of like, in a way where you were a little bit either jealous or in a competitive way with the person. Because there's like a friendly competition, and there's a safe kind of jealous. There is a safe kind of jealousy, and there is a friendly competitiveness where you're not overstepping boundaries. Um, and you're not competitiveness and what's the other one? Oh, I can't. It's time for me to go to sleep soon. Also on that, sorry, this hair is getting me. Also on that, this I was poisoned earlier, so there's a lot of things that are trying to affect my mental well-being and just my well-being in general. So people don't like it when I talk, but what am I doing? I'm talking now. It's crazy when people also say that they don't care what I'm saying. So I'm just like, I didn't invite you. It's not like I sent like an email list out for you to like watch my channel. I'm writing and saying and doing whatever I want on my channel. How are you to tell me what I'm supposed to be doing? Like every freaking day, there are people that are complaining in their group chats. You complain about broke people, but then you have the audacity to have broke fucking energy. You want to take something from me that I won't give to you, but somehow you want to try to put a price tag on this. This is not bartering. We're not doing this. This is not Columbus Market. We're not doing that shit. I'm not offering something to you because I don't feel like you are the patron that I want to give it to. You are an invasive and intruding audience. You are a passerby. My product is not for you. Okay. I have to actually be really picky on that situation. Not my other product that I have going on right now, but like this, me, my being, my presence, and this, that, here, and the third, it's just not for you. It's not for you. Okay. I have to be very snobby about that. And I've literally things have like definitely changed where I've upped it. I ignore people. I'm just like you are not you're not able to access this. You're not. No matter how much you try and stuff like that, the fact that you're opening your mouth to complain just shows how much that's accurate. And the fact that you have to do so much stuff, nefarious stuff in the background, or whatever you have to do in order to try to like take it and demand it, is just another flaw in your identity as you try to portray a god. So flawed, so flawed. Uh, yeah, that's really that's man lately. So not lately, that's been man for a while. It's so crazy. So yeah, while women over here competing with each other, even silently, while they're all together, they want to have a community, and a lot of times that they do, they form a little house, but there is bickering within the house as they are with all things. But it's just it's an imbalance, and it was never supposed to this was never supposed to do well. Like this is something that's like something that's doomed from the start, obviously. But it was just, people who just keep going down the fucking rabbit hole expecting to it open up and for them to just drop into some type of like oasis. It's like some type of like they're going down a rabbit hole, don't know exactly what's going to happen at the very end, but they know that they're enjoying themselves, and it has so many complexities and chaos. But instead of actually finding that there's going to be a bright light and things of that nature where they find themselves in the oasis, like a nice pool of blue water, it's going to be nothing but a lake of fire, as people say. It's just, it's getting worse. It's getting worse, 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 worse. Hey, baby. Hi, mamas. 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 Hi, mama. Okay, how about this? I'll take this out. Here. Right? Just don't pee in it. Don't pee in it. Oh, mamas. Oh, mama. I just gave her my H&M bag, so she's going bananas. She's happy as a clam right now. She is happy as a clam. Pardon me. Mamas. She's so cute. She's like really like laid out. Hold on. Mamas. She's such a darling. Okay, guys, I apologize. Yeah, just kind of thinking of like the content. Like, was that ever genuine? So, I mean, like the Harry Potter stuff. Remember the Harry Potter series and things of that nature with Twilight before it became a little bit more dark. With you know the conversions and things like that, and switched it around. Like, it's like even Hollywood is kind of has its moments. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. It does like not everybody within that industry is good, but I'm seeing still a glimmer, a glimmer. I can't believe I grew up with you and you were right there looking back at me. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Just kind of think about it right now. And you guys were like making all this content, trying to give people, society, a choice in the matter of a fucking conscience. And people really just show their ass every single fucking time to just go to do the bad thing, to do the fucking bad thing. And it's just like, yo, like, oh my God, it's really the people. It's really the people. And then when you also look at it again, it's enough black people that decided to just sell out, and they're trying to pretend like they didn't have the opportunities that they had before, but it's just like you had those opportunities, but it's just like it's like the door widened more. You were able, all right, the door wasn't as wide as it was back in the day. It really wasn't. Like, let's keep it a fucking buck. It really wasn't. And we had to go through a ton of shit in order to get that. But it seems like some of that shit is still going on though, but it's more discreet. We're over here being the poster children, but we're still subjected to racism. We're still subjected to secret police brutalities and things like that. So entities and government is literally playing still in our faces by giving us fucking monuments when we need fucking justice. And I'm not just talking about myself, I'm talking about for other people too. Like, they're still having us do the most in order to get what's fucking deserved and basic for us that other people will get more easily. So it was like, what was the point? What was the fucking point? We had the resources. We had more resources actually before you guys sold out, and we were also able to hold this shit over their head. This is like what you guys sold out. So now they're able to hold that shit over enough black people's head because it's like, I will get over it one day. I will literally get over it one day. Literally get over one day. I have to keep saying to myself because it's like a fucking mantra. It's like, okay, I will literally get over that part where I fought for an idea and for a moment. I'm not saying kumbaya peace is going to be possible for everybody worldwide and things of that nature, but it was like I was really hoping that we were. That part I'm gonna let go. So I will not ever let go about the amount of abuse that has been going on in my life. Like, I am overdue when it comes to my own justice. I really am. I really fucking am. And so yeah, on that note, I'm gonna go take a nappy. Hollywood, oh my god, like what? That's like crazy. That's like it's literally I feel a weird kind of thing where it's just like kind of being next to somebody but not really being next to somebody. Like all this time, all this time we were related, bro. Like what the fuck? It's like one of those moments, like, like, oh my god, like all this time you were my cousin, like no wonder like we jailed. So it's kind of creepy. No, I gotta say dead ass. Like if I was ever in it, like the whole Truman Show vibe, that this is just in the Indian in the cupboard. Like you have these things in order to teach. You show these things in order for society to make a choice about like, okay, why are we still doing this? Is this unethical? This is immoral. This is not right. And we're like, fuck it. Like just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. It's insane. It really is fucking insane. Oh my god, bro, bro. Seeing the selfishness in a lot of people, selfishness in a lot of things, selfishness again with black people, like excuse me, selfishness with enough black people, and again, I would be thinking more though, but right now I'm just like kind of like blah. I'm gonna finish this ice, which is also kind of tainted. Yes, they do be poisoning the ice, the lead in the water, and all that other kind of shit, which is crazy because I'm like, yo, kids drink this water, senior citizens drink this water. You don't give a fuck about the entities that are really just like malicious and vile. I'm just like, yo, you don't give a fuck about anything. Like, what were you? Oh my goodness, that is for another video because I'm definitely gonna read you guys to shit because like on how the on the bigger picture, this is just really not even good for you. Even though if you have an exit plan, like this is just really like, ooh, we'll definitely be doing that by ear. I have some incense, be for the dramatic swami, things of that nature. Yeah, to end this on a light note, I went to Trader Joe's tonight. Um, I actually, I feel so bad, yo. I feel so bad. I did two things the other day, which seems so like, ooh, like something that you wouldn't never, something a person would never do, not never do, but something somebody would hardly ever want to do, which is one, return clothing. I got two dresses for two pink dresses for the Barbie movie because one was too big, one was too small, and it was like literally one size up and one size down. And I didn't have one that fit me just right. They were just like ill fitting. So I was like, frick it. And I wore what I wore that I showed you in the other video. And I returned it to H&M and they were just like, very cool with it. I didn't need my glasses or anything like that. I was just like, I'm just returning this. It's for the Barbie movie. I still felt like, explaining myself because I normally would just kind of suck it up and wear it. I don't know what it is about like, returning products. I can understand if it was something um, no, seriously, I can understand if it was something like a TV or a phone. Like those I have no problem with. Products and anything like that, but clothing, I don't know why, but with clothing, I just feel like it's more, I don't know, it's weird. Like those I have a problem with returning. I don't know why. Literally everything else. I can return a rental car. I can return like a car. I'm like, yo, this is not actually. I don't agree with this one. Like, we can return this. I don't like this. Actually, no, 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 no. But clothing, I don't know. I just feel like inconveniencing myself by doing that. It's weird. I know, but it's like, won't do it. So I did that, and then afterwards, I went to Trader Joe's, and oh my god, I went in there at like 9:56. I know it's horrible, but I was like literally apologizing to every worker there because I knew for sure I was going to go over the 10 no, excuse me, I went over there at 8:56 because they closed at 9, so I knew that it was going to be a super inconveniencing time and they were working in there and oh my goodness, it comes alive at night. Oh my goodness, it looks so fun. I felt like not a fly on the wall, I felt like a little mouse. I felt like a little mouse just kind of stowed away, and I just saw all the workers like coming out and stuff like that, and they were talking in the intercoms, and this sounded really lively. I didn't know if they ever, like, I almost felt like they were gonna break out into a song or they were gonna have some music and stuff like that, have it be all cheerful and everybody was like just chatting and talking. I was like, oh my gosh. And here I am just loud, like, loudly present there. Pardon me, loudly present there that I don't belong. I don't have like the clothing or anything like that that says Trader Joe's. So like they obviously know that I'm not working there. And I'm just like, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. But I needed food. I needed food. And they were just like, it's okay. Like, trust me, like you're more polite than other people. And that is true because like y'all like I mean, but still, I don't care. I was like, this is really fucked up. Like, I would definitely try not to do this like ever again. Like I apologize. Like, but people sometimes make it like an inconvenient, make it like their business to try to inconvenience employees and stuff like that. Like people gotta go home. People really gotta go home. And they said that they're there after a certain hour anyway. But I was like, okay, good. Like, thank you so much. I'm just like, I was in and out. I was in and out. I did ask a couple of questions. I did, but I know it was just like in and out. Oh my god, they were so nice. Oh my god, that was like one of the moments that I do not like to do. Um, Stay someplace that's like too long. Like if I know that it's like 10 minutes to closing, and if it's something like serious, I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna come. Unless it's like a drink, because then I'm like, well, actually, if you guys close at 9, like can't you go ahead and like squeeze me in? But like I don't want to be there at like, after 9, like 9:01, like open the door, like yo, or at 9 on the dot. Like people be really crazy with it. I'm just like, damn, no, I like they close at 9. If you make it a 9:50, not even 9:55, or like, for a drink, for something quick and easy, I can understand. We were like at a Starbucks or something like that. But anywhere else, I'm just like, damn, like that's so inconveniencing. And I know that I'm upsetting the people who feel entitled. And I think that's another problem. Too many people feel motherfucking entitled. And I'm like, yo, these are people who are young, these are people who are middle aged, and these are people who are old. And you feel like putting these people out for you. You should be one of the first people to die. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, for real. I'm just like, yo, like you obviously is just like, oh my God, like so fucking I look at it this way in the very big picture kind of scheme like this. The people who are the most like ruthless and self-entitled are the ones who are definitely, it's not even like you're ruthless to the point where you are like, strong enough, smart enough, or something where somebody can outsmart you, things of that nature. You just feel like you're just fucking self-entitled. And you're basically you're at that point where there are no real rules for you. You can cut off anybody. I mean, not cut off anybody, but like, because cut off anybody is actually, a benefit. But it was just like you can cut down anybody. You can cut down anybody. Like you'll cross anybody. And I'm like, yeah, no, 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 no. All right, I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna say good night, and to only the people who advocate for my freedom and my rights. Everybody else can suck it. Hollywood, I'm just so up and down. Don't even know. Obviously not the music industry because you guys have been talking shit about me and stuff like that. Just ridiculous. You play both sides. Yeah. The music industry is definitely really very disingenuous. I feel like that one's closer to hell than the movie industry. Like, let's keep it a buck. I feel like the music industry is more closer to hell than the Hollywood. I mean, yeah, than Hollywood. I really do. I really do. The Masons that they really do like music. They respect music because they know how influential it is, and music is extremely influential. I have read a newsletter from Freemasons or Masonry. Yeah, Masonry, and it was very interesting. You finished? You coming out? Good girl. Let's go back in. Okay. You can actually go to your local library and pick out some and look for like lodges and organizations. And you can find things on like, your chapter for masonry and elk lodges and things of that nature. Da, 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 da. So I was there while I was looking up for my yearbook and I happened to find out about the New Jersey one. There's some interesting things in there. Things that they really don't truly abide by, but it's always a front. Um, yeah. That's another conversation for another day. Anyway, it's 105 right now and I'm gonna go. So yeah, nothing's gonna stop me from continuing to speak up and just to speak out on what is on my mind and my rights, especially on my fucking channel. Like, why do you think that would ever appease to you? Like, oh, you guys are so fucking stupid. All right, unless I ask you, you're really wasting your time. You're really wasting your time trying to think that I will try to appease, I will try to pander to you or whatever like that or pacify you. Yeah, yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna go. So, bye.